A laugh and a lilt with that popular comedian of broadcasting and variety fame, Max Wall.
I want to see that smile, that golden smile, to take me on my way right through the Siegfried line. Goodbye, Susan. What? Aren't you playing?
No.
Oh, I shan't bother.
Hey!
What? All right, now I'm here. I might as well do something. How do you do, everybody? Wall is the name. Wall. No relation to the old sea wall at Grimsby. I should hate to have a lot of muscles clinging to me. I have enough trouble with the ones I've got, putting them in vinegar every night. However, ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you I've had thousands of requests from one or two people, my father and mother, to do my famous imitations. My first will be Edmund Everett Horton. Oh, hello, everybody. Hello. Well, of course I'm pleased to be here. Why shouldn't I be pleased? Good gracious. But now I'm here. What can I do? Nothing. I don't sing. I can't play an instrument. Oh, what? Do a toe dance, me, Horton, on his toes. Oh, I'm ashamed. I could never live it down. Goodbye. I have nothing further to say. I should think so. And now, in direct contrast, ladies and gentlemen, my famous animal impersonation, a cocker spaniel. I thank you. You know, just before I came into the studio, I met a fellow outside, told me a funny story. At least he thought it was a funny story. Personally, I think it's a long, pointless story with no finish. I'll tell you the story and let you be the judge. He said there was a donkey walking along eating nettles. The donkey came to one nettle and there was a bee on the top. He swallowed the nettle and the bee went with it, you see. But the bee got inside the donkey and he didn't like it. Well, I mean, it's quite natural. I mean, 1 minute in the sun and the air, the next minute in the dark is not very nice for the bee, is it? I mean, say, after all, excuse me a minute. Anyhow, this bee looked around, he said, I don't like this, I'm going to get even with the donkey, I'd better sting him. It was a good idea, wasn't it? But then it got very, very oppressive in there. There was no air, you see. The bee couldn't breathe. He started yawning. He said, this will never do, I'm getting dopey. So the best thing I can do is to have a couple of hours good sleep, you see. And when I wake up, I'll be strong. I can sting the donkey as many times as I like. Well, it's a very interesting little story, but he spoiled it. He said the bee went to sleep for 2 hours, and when he woke up, the donkey had gone. Well, I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, I should like to tell you that some time ago I was in a theatre up north and I went to a local meeting of the Elks. There I heard a man sing a song, and I should like to sing the song exactly as he did. I thank you. Now I'll tell you all about my brother Arnold. He's a proper little comic, I declare. 'Cause when Arnold once gets started, you'll forget about Big-Hearted and the chap they all call Stinker on the air. We went out to a party once and Arnold came along. I was thankful that he did, I'm telling you. Because two chaps at the party started in to have a fight. I expected almost anything to happen there that night. Oh, but Arnold told them all a funny story. And after that he pulled a funny face. He struck a funny attitude, then made a funny noise. Then he did a funny walk all round the place. Whoa, he imitated Popeye eating spinach. And then he pulled a rabbit out of someone's hat. And then he gave us Sandy Powell saying, can you hear me, mother? And everything was champion after that. The other night we had an air raid warning. And everybody started going mad. I remember Mrs. Hogshead with her husband, Mr. Hogshead, rushing madly to a shelter with their dad. When we got inside it, we were nearly crushed to death. It was just like any bargain basement sale. We were jolted here and jolted there, it gave me quite a fright. I expected almost anything to happen there that night. Whoa, but Arnold told them all the funny story. And after that he pulled a funny face. He made his hair go up and down and waggled both his ears. He sang in treble, then he sang in bass. Whoa, he imitated that there fellow Oro. And then he made a noise just like a prowling cat. And then he gave the green eye of the little yellow god. He and everything was champion after that.